Hi, I'm Adam Drake, and today I'm going to go back in time, talk a little bit about the 2001 Dirt Nitro Challenge in Hemet, California. Now, it's been a little while since I've done these throwback videos, but we were kind of cleaning up some stuff, and I was getting ready to dust off some trophies, saw this trophy, and thought it would be cool to go ahead and do another throwback video. So, like I said, it was the 2001 Dirt Nitro Challenge. It was actually the second annual Dirt Nitro Challenge. And again, it was in Hemet, California at the original The Dirt track. On here it shows it was sponsored by Kyosho Proline, O'Donnell Racing Fuel, Extreme RC Car, and thedirtracing.com. So now, again, this race was almost 20 years ago. It was beginning of 2001, and we're getting ready to head into 2021. So I don't remember maybe all the details of it, but I do have some kind of fun things that I do remember. I had just moved to California late in 2000, so I moved out. Was living in an apartment in Corona, California by myself, and there wasn't really much for me to do other than RC. That's what I came to California for. So I used to spend pretty much every Friday night and then usually every Saturday at the Dirt. It was such a cool track. I mean, you look at and you see some of the pictures now, and it was actually pretty small, but I remember moving out here, and before I moved out here, I was racing Nitro, but I was, I guess, still more of a 10 scale electric guy, even though I kind of moved out here to be the gas truck guy for Losi. But yeah, I pretty much spent all my time at the Dirt, which a lot of guys did. It was a really, really popular racetrack. That's where most people spent their Friday and Saturdays racing and practicing. I remember the race, or remember the final, that it was a pretty close, tight battle between myself and Richard Saxton. And I remember specifically, and this was kind of like typical of like all the dirt tracks, it always seemed like it had just massive berms, and there was always a big triple. And Joey, in the later years, he kind of would joke, like, because he would build this big triple and people would always kind of question him and ask him, you think gas trucks are going to be able to do that? And Joey would always kind of joke, and he'd be like, it's drakeable. And so Joey would a lot of times like test the jumps before the race, since the racers couldn't get on the track. He would always take my practice gas truck and rail the berm, send it off. I even have some pictures where you like got it stuck up in the net on one of the tracks. But kind of back to the battle in the main event, I remember it was pretty cold. It would always get kind of like pretty humid and like dewy at night. So the moisture would come up, traction was super good. The track would get really rough by the end of the weekend at a race like that. But Richard and I had a really good battle, and Richard wasn't doing the big triple, and it was a place where I was able to make up quite a bit of time, but it was really sketchy. Like, you had to rail and use every bit of the berm to be able to jump this in gas truck. And that's where, again, I was able to kind of make up some time, start to pull away. And I think, if I remember correct, I'm not sure, but I think it actually kind of like forced Richard to try to start jumping it, and he made some mistakes, and it ended up giving me a little bit of a gap. But this was like my first I guess major Nitro win, and it was pretty cool. It was really special. I remember Pops Losi was there. He was watching in the back. They had some bleachers, and I remember him like kind of giving me a little bit of a hard time on Monday. Like I come into the office and I'm like all super excited, and it was a really big win for me. And he came out, and we were talking and stuff, but he was like, he's like, I wanted to come up on the driver's stand and basically like, you know, tell you to stop jumping that triple. And I was like, why? And he was like, man, it was so sketchy, and I was afraid, you know, if you broke the truck and this and that, and yeah, it was just kind of funny. He was happy for me, but also giving me a hard time, and you know, letting me know that I was kind of stressing him out. But it turned out good, and yeah, it was a pretty cool race, and I missed the dirt track. Joey used to sponsor me and help out with my like club race and practice fees, and this isn't the actual body or truck from that race. I wish I still had that, but pretty much from 2000 when I moved out here, for many years, I would always kind of rock and represent the dirt logo. And Joey's actually the one who kind of created the Drake logo. He sketched it on a napkin one day at the track and was just kind of playing around. It was kind of like a reiteration a little bit to the styling of his dirt logo, and that's, you know, still the logo that I'm rocking and using today, almost 20 years later. So just want to kind of take a little trip down memory lane, share that with you guys. We'll go through some more trophies and talk about some other races and things like that, and try to get a few more of these throwback videos out there for you guys. So thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next video.